Dog, how many times you gonna keep running the same script over and over again? I mean, by now, people gotta be tired of seeing it. This the same script. Your boy lost. Okay, he lost. And to drag me in it, you know, this is a reason me and you would never be cool. Because you do stuff like this. You do things with no morals. You think likes and digital hugs. That's your goal in life. Likes and digital hugs. So because you on that playing field of likes and digital hugs, this is where we are right now. In society, this is where we are. Dealing with somebody whose moral compass is not like your own. Okay? Now, I don't know what to say, but after the intro, we should be ready to go. Hi, I'm Karceno. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Karceno and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Hey, what's up? Now we are all good in the house. In the house, we are all good. Now, let's get to topic. DJ Akademiks has lied on Kendrick, Lamar, and Karceno by trying to do something that they do online numerous of times, which makes no sense to the majority of us whatsoever, called running plays. Yep, running plays. And because these guys are running plays over and over again, you can't get the full layout of the story. You can't get the full comprehension on what you're supposed to be getting. You can't get it because these guys are playing games. And this is what I mean. Older people know better. This is for young folks. The young folks are being misled because they think it's something real. Because they seen, oh, this guy's been rubbing shoulders with a couple of these syrupy rappers and all this stuff. This is the problem with that. Blurring the lines from a celebrity to content creator, and content creator trying to create content of his own. When that content creator starts trying to create content of his own and starts going down a road that's not usually or commonly thought of in that nature, they start doing things. They start taking risks. And in the process, they ruin their own credibility, what very little of it they had. Now, see, myself, I knew better than to do such things. Of course, every video I make, someone's going to call you a liar. No, it's just natural response for a lot of people. When I first did the truth behind, who are you? Who you know? What da 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 da? That's Photoshop. Da 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 da. Everybody's going to come with that. All you do is keep proving them wrong. And then over the years, every time somebody comes out of the blue and confirm something that I've said, and then it would just click in somebody's brain like, I've heard that somewhere before. Oh man, Cino said it. So I didn't just come out and everybody just started believing me. You always gonna have doubters. But when somebody comes after you over some things that you've done, it's like Kawhi Leonard, right? People could easily say, I saw Kawhi Leonard at the Compton swap meet. Yeah, man, he dapped me up and everything. Now, they can probably 100% lying, but Kawhi Leonard is never going to say anything to them. He's never going to respond to it. He's never going to jump on social media and say, no, that wasn't me. No, he's not. He's not going to do that. Kawhi Leonard is not going to say a word because he's not going to give any of that attention because he doesn't do social media. So these people know that they can say, create, and do anything they want. He's not even on social media. Totally deletes it out of his life and his family's life. Now, the thing is, they said it's a Walmart now. The problem is when you see people do stuff like this and they start running these crazy plays and gimmicks, it makes them look bad, whether they really know it or not. But like I said, they lose whatever credibility they were building for themselves by taking such a dumbass route. Now, Akademiks decided to take a route of running plays, and I don't even like that because it's just so phony. People fake beef, fake argue. We gonna fake fight, do anything for views. Like, man, we gonna get into it on the podcast, and that's gonna trend. And then that's so silly. That's so damn silly. I don't know how to fake. I just don't. I can't do fake emotions, and I can't not knocking Karceno and all those other creators that do that. I just can't do it. I'm just not gonna be the one that's up there. Oh my God! Did he just say that? I'll be like, really, dog? Really? I can't do stuff like that, man. And that's just not in me. For the people that do it and they get people to respond to that kind of stuff, go ahead. But that's y'all lane. But don't tell no lie on me, and I won't tell truth about you. and that's what it comes down to. This dude, Akademiks, decided once again to lie, and in my opinion, definitely went and created an account to try to go after Kendrick Lamar. First, he said Kendrick Lamar had a ghostwriter and that they talked to these guys and clipped up some audio, taking things out of context, and then called me a TDE executive. Used my audio saying that we got a leaked clip from a TDE executive. I said, what? I mean, you that lazy that you would go and create another account and then no one knew anything or heard anything from this account since? That leaked some audio of me, not knowing, he didn't know that the people that he was having in his own chat, the people that's real that's over there, they listen to me too. So they know what my voice sound like. People in his chat was like, yo, that's Karceno. You tried to clip my audio and play it to your audience like they were not going to know that was my voice. That's wild, dude. That's real stupid. That's like me saying I'm going to play a OVO Maul and then I play your audio. Even though people here don't really deal with you, they don't know what your chipmunk voice sound like. So the joke was on him. It was obvious. When people take these avenues and shortcuts, listen to it. So they clip in some audio from a video I've done talking about something from years ago. And he's trying to act like that's a TDE executive. Jesus Christ. Using my voice. Clearly my voice. Clearly me. Really, academics, this is as far as you could go. This is how low you done stooped for views. Label. Clearly my voice. This is sad. Label. Well, Drake and them don't really care. They straight. You know, their money's coming through with no problems. So that hasn't been a situation with them. Wow. So now he's made himself look even more like a fool. No, he's trying to act like it's an anonymous person. You see, Deja, he's in here trying to say like this is an anonymous person leaking this, and he's playing the audio from someone called CJ Francis 1, whoever that is, and he's trying to act like he don't know that's me, when he's the one that created the whole thing, in my opinion. So we already know how he works and how he moves. Right, it's sad and pathetic, but it's him. So you already know it's gonna be sad and pathetic. As his argument that Kendrick had a ghostwriter, and that was his whole thing from the beginning. As you can see, creating lies, misconfusion. Now, a guy named CJ Francis 1 is writing for Kendrick Lamar. Please get that. You hurt Drake. Because one, nobody in the real world is going to ever believe that, because it doesn't make any sense. You had a fake reference song up there to N95, please. If it was a reference track, it would be leaked by more people than some guy named CJ Francis 1 on Instagram. Notice it wasn't picked up on any blog sites anywhere. No credibility for that. That would have been on every site in the world. Notice it wasn't. Why is that? Because they know that isn't a reference track. There's someone trying to do something years after the fact the song is made. And whoever this person is incredible, because they used my audio and said TDE executive. So you know they're lying. If they're lying about me being a TDE executive, then they're lying about all of it. And how did you happen to come across this CJ Francis 1 person, right? How did that happen to come across you, Akademiks? How did that land on your desk? How did you go streaming around and find that when nobody else did? How are you the one that found it? He clipped an audio from some Drake thing we were talking about years ago on like one of my streams. That's it. Years ago. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So now you see how the game is being played. And the whole thing is at foot because these people are talking about, oh, we got a ghostwriter for Kendrick now, and we got a TDE executive, and this guy's doing that. All lies. You know how I know? Because people, once again, lies. This is what we mean, people. Ray who? Yeah, Drake was straight until he screwed himself. Because of his habits, he needed that deal to survive. Some people need these investments and they do certain things for exposure. And they think it's, oh, okay, this is my credibility. This is what's going to come in and start helping me. And it's going to save the day. Right? This happens all the time. How many times have we seen it where a person sit there and claim, "Oh, I'm past all that. I'm I'm solid. Oh, you ain't got to worry about me. I'm the truth." And then they come up with lies. Akademiks has been running these plays for years. And the best way for him to run it is to act like it came from someplace else. He's not going to take any onus to any of it. He's only going to say, yeah, this is what I heard, so and so. Yeah, this is the. Man, it's ridiculous. Every time it's a play, it sounds like it's coming from Drake. Like Joe Budden said, you should stop covering Drake because every time you say something, no one's going to take it at face value that is coming from you. They're going to think this is coming from Drake's side. Your connection with Drake has you tainted. But what they don't know is you really trying to get back in good graces with Drake. You trying to find a middle ground where you could be cool with Kendrick and cool with Drake. Saying, I'm just trying to keep it a bean. And you trying to dance in the middle because you don't want Kendrick fan base. When you saw Kendrick fan base, he had a real fan base and not a bot. You were scared. You ain't never had that many dislikes on your videos, and you was nervous. So you had to switch strategies, and now you start kissing Kendrick's ass. But people had already saw through that. Mm-hmm. Well, he was exposed for his lies about the bots. That was the latest thing. He brings some guy on there on his show, a guy who says that, hey, they're buying bots, right? Kendrick Lamar is buying bots. And I sat here and told you, because we're content creators, we would know if somebody was buying bots. First, the person, whoever he was talking to on the phone, is one of these people that work basically probably for DJ Akademiks. That would be the most factual thing in there. Because what he's doing is exposing how he gets views and how he gets clicks. Now, the dumbest thing they could have said in this whole thing and I do mean the dumbest thing they could say, is that, and when I heard it, that's how I knew the whole thing is fake. Once I hear one thing that don't make sense, none of it's going to make sense. He said $2,500 for 30 million views. I said, what? $2,500? And he kept reiterating that. Many people know that when you say stuff like that, you got to have your facts. If it's $2,500, if it's $2,500 for, let's say, 30 million views, I would have 30 million views every damn day. I mean, really, I could have 30 million views every day. And I'll be like, I'll just pay that for the month. I got 30 million views a month. Easy. Who wouldn't do that? Any up and coming rapper would have 30 million views. Then on top of this, because I want you guys to understand it, on top of the scenario, mhm, he said 30 million views should net you at least. Right. Fake views aren't worth it. By the time Google and YouTube do their weekly bot scans and catch you, then they ban your platform and delete your followers. It's not even worth it. Exactly. So what would they do? Plus, here's the thing: Kendrick would be removed from the RIAA, the Recording Industry Association. They would remove him and disqualify his songs. Okay, if he's running bots on his songs to boost it up to number one. If you're doing that, the RIAA is going to remove your record, and you'll be removed from that academy. So your songs won't be qualified to go for awards like Grammys, which Kendrick is now, not like us, is going to be nominated for a Grammy now. They've just announced it. It made the cut. So they're going to push it in no matter what, because it's the biggest song of the summer. Now, if you're doing that kind of numbers considerably, there's no way humanly possible. Like, I have a video that I did about the whale and the incident that went down with this woman that got like 28 million views. Now, this years ago, but it got 28 million views. And still, I didn't make that kind of revenue, because that kind of revenue back then didn't exist. I didn't make that kind of revenue off of that video. And I mean, I made a good penny. They used it in a movie. I got paid basically for loaning the video out to these people. And I was all good with it. Well, people who use certain companies to enhance. Now, I've often said artists like Kendrick and everybody else, they had a machine behind them when they were with TDE. The machine is Jimmy Iovine and all these guys. They know how to promote. Promotion and bots are two different things. They have Complex. They have all these different outlets to keep pushing the song in front of people so that they can do it. That's what promotion is. You're pushing it in front of real people so that they would see it and go ahead and click on it, click on it, click on it, click on it, and they'll go and view the song. You didn't have to do that with Not Like Us. That is stupid. You didn't have to promote that song at all. The people on the internet, real people, from the moment it dropped, made that song number one. You know a real number one when you hear it. The world was playing that song in less than 24 hours. It was everywhere. And that song was different. No fools use it. Because in the end, you're only going to end up looking stupid. And even Teaser Tales, who's a bit over the top, but when it came to the faking of the streams and all of that, she even knew. Like, I don't know who told her, but she even knew about it. And she knew that this was fake. And the fact is, they're doing this because Drake was the one to have all this stuff blow up in his face for his views being fake. That's how it all started, that Drake was using bots to promote his song when it came out. And once that happened, now they want to reverse it and say, oh, Kendrick's using bots too. Plus, all you got to do is look up the LLC that the guy put there on the screen, right? He put Drake's Manager LLC, right? If it's a LLC, it's going to be listed because it's a company, right? So if you look it up, there's no listing for that at all. Yeah, Outlaw, you always miss it on the NBA videos. Right. All the biggest channels on YouTube was doing a reaction video, and they thought that wasn't going to have an effect on the song. And even before there was reaction videos, people were already responding to the record. Not Like Us was the biggest song moving. That thing had traction from the moment it started. And I didn't listen to it right away. I was on a live stream with y'all, and I was like, after this live stream, then I'll go listen to it. So after I did my live stream, I went and listened to it. I said, oh my God, it's over. It's all over. And then I was like, this is past the battle being over. So PG Lang is an independent label and is going to bot their songs also. Why weren't bots used on Euphoria, Meet the Grams, or 616 in LA? Why just Not Like Us? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Why would they use the bots then? Oh, they're gonna lie and said they was bots used for that too. But the person that he was talking to on the line was saying Akademiks was talking to or speaking to allegedly on that call. Whoever that guy was made himself look more unreliable and more like a liar when he sat there and said, oh, they paid me $2,500. So they're paid $2,500. And it's like, you would pay $2,500 for this? So he pays the $2,500. And then after that $2,500 is paid, he comes with another saying that he's waiting another $2,500. First of all, let's say it was real, right? Why wouldn't they pay the money? why the account that they used had like a million, 1.1 million or whatever in the account, right? Why would they have a problem paying you the $2,500 that you was requesting? And then why would you go on DJ Akademiks platform to expose this? Why would you go on DJ Academic? You could be on Vlad, TMZ. You could be on real, like, bigger platforms than Academics. Why would you choose DJ Academic? Right then and there, I automatically know it's trash. When someone goes into, he said that guy was like 16 years old. Most of them are. Most of these guys are young that's doing this stuff anyway. When you start seeing things of that nature take place, you start seeing a situation where they start creating things out of panic. They go to full panic mode and start swinging just like that. Yes, hopefully all you guys have subscribed because, we deal with real people here, not bots. So hopefully all of you guys have subscribed to the page by now. Yes, we're very grateful for all of you guys who show up here. Very appreciative. Notice how no one believed the story because this guy, this is what he does. He ruins his own credibility, what little of it he has, by going through this. Right. hmm That song didn't need that. So Academics don't post on his social media. He has a team that does it, right? Then they got caught lying, saying that Kendrick Lamar's fiance wasn't at the pop out. And she clearly was. But it was on Academics TV. So he had to go back and clean that up. That's funny. The embassy now. Oh yeah. So when they tried to come up with the whole bot thing, this is why clowns belong in the circus. No update on the bodyguard. No interviews. No, is he doing well? Is he not doing well? Did he pass away? No update on the bodyguard from the embassy. Now, why would Kendrick need to put a bot on his records? And then the guy said Drake is the only artist he knows that don't use bots. Drake was accused of it first. Had nothing to do with Kendrick. He had put out a record and people said, oh, Drake's using bots to try to push this record up. And it was exposed that that's what was happening with Drake. Now, look, this is the guy trying to say that's Drake's manager right here. I mean, not Drake, Kendrick's manager. Anthony Salah. Right? So this is the thing he posted as a transaction of proof. And as you see, he's got the little Zelle thing down there at the bottom. Now, everybody knows this confirmation number at the bottom is fake because no Zelle payment starts with numbers. None. All of the transactions from Zelle payment starts with letters, not numbers. That's fake. Then this company, Anthony Zala LLC, does not exist. So that is clearly created and fake. They have programs where they can use to fake all that. What's up, Juan? Yeah, so just for the couple of people who would think that that's real, it's not. $2,500 is not going to get you 30 million views. Everybody in the free world would be using it if that was the case. That's why these people who are doing this nonsense, putting themselves out there at risk, is ridiculous. The title of the video is laughable. Yeah, the situation is laughable. Because, they created it. This dude is completely lying on Kendrick. He lied on me, saying I was a TDE executive playing the audio, knowing it's me, knowing that's my voice. His chat is telling him it's me. His chat's like, that's Karceno. And he's trying to act like he don't see the chat. He knows exactly what he was doing. I mean, I just played it here for you guys to hear it clearly, and y'all could tell that was my voice. Everybody in the chat know that was my voice. And then he's trying to play it off if that was I'm the executive. I'm an executive for TDE. That is really pathetic. Do you know how many times they clipped that up and sent that to me? It's like, man, they said you're a TDE executive now. I thought somebody was just saying that because I was talking about Kendrick. These fools have actually went the extra green mile. I mean, everybody who heard Not Like Us knew that didn't need to be pushed to number one. That didn't need marketing. The internet made that number one on its own. That's the most authentic you could ever get. Nobody can challenge that record. That thing was like a buzzsaw. That was not marketed or nothing. That went to number one immediately. Out of nowhere. You know how many repeated plays each person who listened to it? They didn't just listen to it one time. They listened to that song on repeat. Each person was probably doing like 500, 100 times playing that song over and over again. All the kids that played that song, are you kidding? That was the song of the schools. And it came out right before school ended. So you knew it was a lie. $2,500. This dude should have said 25,000, and then maybe he would have. He still wouldn't even been in the stratosphere. 2,500 wouldn't even get you 1,000,000 views. Right. So if 2,500 is gonna get you 30 million views, that dude would be hired in a heartbeat. And what he just did, exposing all this and doing this, let's say just for shits and giggles, it was real. Who gonna do business with you now? Who in a right mind is going to do business with you now? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Who would do business with you now? And when you keep running plays like this, no one's gonna take you seriously. You're not credible no more because everybody could see holes in it. They know that's fake. Now, what if Kendrick people sue you and sue this guy, right? If see, they know Kendrick's not gonna care about this, and then this Akademiks TV, they compromise, and whoever you're paying to run your platform, and whoever that person was that you got making bots for you, you got him paid him a little extra to come out there and do this talking. That's probably the price you pay for hits. Then you said, "Oh, new Drake is on the way on June 15th." Um, didn't happen, right? Then all of this started coming out, right? Kendrick Lamar's team caught using bots after Drake exposed that he fed Kendrick false information. Then you came back and said, "Oh no, the info wasn't false. Like they both lied." Now he's like, "Oh, look at these releases. The Family Matters, Sexy Red. See, they're hate botting Drake releases." So now he's claiming, "Oh, they're hiring bots that hate on Drake's accounts." You see that? So now, yeah, me neither, Justin. That'll be his next video. The TDE executive did not get a check from TDE. I'm like, TDE? Kendrick is not even with TDE. So what is your point? And here's the thing. And the thing is, it didn't soften any blow. He's trying to say, oh, they spam botted the hate button on Drake's music. No, they didn't. Fans immediately hated that song, The Heart Part 6. That was sounding like some doggone, I quit. I don't even know why I'm doing this record. It was like the softest, just most ridiculous record and wasted a good beat. Somebody should have really told him, bro, take some time off. Think about it. Make it suspenseful. Don't come back until something dope hits you. F it. You could take the mic home with you. So after you drop the I Quit record, everybody at this point knows what it is. So it's like, it's over, dog. Let it go. But y'all can't take the L. So that's why we keep seeing this over and over again with nothing at ends. It continues to be the same story over and over. Yes, Drake has a very bad gambling problem. I mean, it was awful. Yeah, but that's what they do. Like anybody who heard my voice, they hear my voice 1,000 times. That's like me saying I got an OVO executive here and I'm playing an Akademiks video. Y'all heard what his voice sound like. Even if y'all don't even watch his videos, you've seen something of his. You know his voice when you hear it. It was clearly my voice. He knew it. And just tried to get smart, but he's stupid. So yeah, that's the narrative. So when they got the narrative, they want to run with it. How is it clickbait if we're actually showing you what's actually being said? You can see they clipped the audio from like years ago, talking about a whole nother issue, and clipped that to try to, and then called it the TDE executive. Oh my God. It's so out of context. They said facts. All Zelle payments start with the letters. Exactly. So you know that they made the fake account and they didn't even know how to fake it right. So if Kendrick manager wanted to, he could sue those guys. Easy. Like I told you, I do Zelle payments. So I know all Zelle payments come with letters. They don't do numbers at the end of it. All you have to do if you do Zelle payments is go check your Zelle. All those numbers, I mean, it starts with letters. They don't start with numbers. That's how you know it's phony. But Chipmunk didn't think of that, did he? I'm telling you, running these plays, right? It only hurts you down the road. It hurts your credibility because you're going to be exposed as a liar. And now everybody see you as a liar. They seen you bring the bot guy on, liar. He's probably your bot guy. So you've exposed the business of you, what you do. So, liar. Then you play a video trying to make me look like the TDE executive and that Kendrick Lamar got a ghostwriter. You ruin your own credibility, what very little of it you had. And now no one wants to hear anything comes from you. We're gonna all assume it's coming from Drake. So everything you say is gonna be viewed as a slant because they're gonna say, okay, even if you say anything, they're gonna think Drake told you to say it. So when Joe Budden said you shouldn't be talking about Drake no more or the battle, that's what he means. Is that you're compromised. Nobody's going to take anything that you do unless they're going to say, okay, he's covering for Drake. Drake told you to do this. But I'm here to tell you, Drake ain't told him to do this. This fool is trying to get in good graces again with Drake. He's trying to create all this stuff to show and prove to Drake, I'm still loyal. Drake don't even speak to this dude no more. Period. Drake ain't sending him anything, nothing. When this battle was over, when that Not Like Us hit, they were done. Joe Budden got ghosted. Karceno got ghosted. Everybody got ghosted. He wasn't responding to any numbers, no calls, nothing. They were cut off. I never understood the patterns of thinking these people do because they put themselves at such a disadvantage. It just makes no sense to me. People didn't understand it because they didn't want to see it. They didn't want to actually grasp what was happening. He never unfollowed LeBron. He still followed LeBron. That was just some a rumor somebody started online. He still follows LeBron. Maul probably the only one he's still gonna stay in contact with. Maul going down with the ship no matter what. But he's already compromised himself. Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of him too. It's just a matter of time. Yep, but I ain't forget it. Oh, they all finna go. All of them are going. I got them listed. They going. So yeah, this thing will be coming on the Patreon. So get ready. This is gonna be a classic. The Puppet Slayer is gonna be a classic. Because it's time consuming and it's not a waste. It's not affecting anything. Now, that's the thing. It only bothers us on the line because it hurt that I had to put Cam in there. Cam compromised himself throughout this battle. Mace almost made it on the list with him too. But I'll go through that later. But yeah, Cam put himself out there too. He didn't win all corporate. He's not as bad as the rest of them, but I have to get them too. He said he's not following LeBron James no more. I'm looking. I had checked and he was following LeBron. So unless he made that decision very recently, the first person on that puppet slayer that's getting it, Maul. Maul, the first one to go. Forget Gilbert. Oh no, I addressed Gilbert personally. Me and Gil had to have a conversation personally. I told him don't cover hip hop no more. And he was, Kendrick is my favorite rapper. I'm like, I can't tell. Me and Gil spoke personally. This is Gil showing his playlist. Like, I've listened to these songs the most. Whenever someone show you they list saying this is my most listened song, and it got Like That, Euphoria, Not Like Us, and First Person Shooter. Is your most played songs and your most listened to songs. Well, he said Kendrick's my favorite rapper. Kendrick is my favorite rapper, most listened to songs ever, which means I listened over 500 times each song. And I'm like, dude, that's the wildest take I ever heard. What did I say that was wild? So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, we've already had that conversation. Why is this thing not focusing? I don't know why it ain't focusing in on it, but he said, he's like, as a rapper, your legacy is a beef song. How does that look? His last song would be his biggest hit. Is that the legacy he wants as a rapper? I'm like, you act like this is him just coming out of nowhere. Kendrick Lamar has had #1 songs before, platinum selling, millions of records sold. And I'm kidding. I'm like, that's why I'm like, Kendrick Lamar is already a household name. People know that. He's made #1 records before. I'm like, look at Nas. Ether's a diss record. That was massive because of who the target was. Nas made other records and was able to continue doing exactly what he do because he's already established himself as a non-diss rapper before that. He can make songs. Ether was not his most known record. Can Kendrick beat Not Like Us? I'm like, Nas' most known record is Ether. If you ask any Nas fan, what's Nas' biggest record? Oh, Ether. Ether is the song he's known for the most. Because it was massive, because no one expected that coming from him. And I was like, yes, Kendrick can make another record bigger than Not Like Us. Yeah, he can. So he's been addressed. Yeah, KKK Reddick, baby. He got his work cut out for him. Yeah, we're gonna address that too. We got a lot of Patreon stuff going up today, so get ready. Yeah, more Drake and Kendrick stuff. Yeah, I mean, all I can tell you right now that I know to just get it all off as much as I know, because I don't like keep making these videos. I mean, it's fun, but it's time consuming. But right now, it's just that Drake is spiraling, supposed to be coming out with some more feature records on somebody else's music coming up this Friday. And Megan Thee Stallion is allegedly working with Kendrick Lamar on a record, and she might be taking jabs at Drake. She was in LA. Well, I won't say LA. I think she was in Oakland yesterday on her tour. And she did Not Like Us. She performed Not Like Us live in the Bay. So she did that record. And a lot of people think while she was in town, she dropped a verse for a Kendrick song or whatever. I don't know. So that's the rumors that's going around. I wouldn't say that song saved Nas' career, Playboy X, because Nas had just come in. I mean, when you just come off of selling 1 million records, I can't say it saved your career. It just exposed him to an audience that he didn't normally have. He had all the backpack guys and the hip hop guys, but all the ballers and all that. When he heard Ether and he went at Jay, like I said, it was the target. Drake is the target. That's what's gonna make Not Like Us really pop, because it's Drake. It is a Drake diss record, and people were looking for that record that was gonna really put the emphasis on what they think about him, what they've heard about him, everything. That broke it all down. So that record did it. Not Like Us didn't need a follow-up record. You don't follow that up. You don't follow Ether up. You don't follow, and that record will chop through 50 records that Drake could make. It's over. Ain't no, that's that figure four leg lock you ain't getting out of. No, he thought Drake was genuine. Anybody named RIAA who would be going talking about Drake in this manner is an embarrassment to his name. Go learn about what your name is first, then come back. Why is he around? Right. He got a weird case. Why is he around? That's the same thing you can say for academics. Academics, you got a weird case. Why are you around? He said, notice they all got weird cases. Yeah, well, when people make those kind of moves, it's called desperation. People people make it out of desperation. But no, we all good. But let me go ahead and get this workout to the y'all on the Patreon. I'm out. Thanks y'all for coming by. Shouts out to Damn D POV. He been on your head, boy. Damn D has been on his head. Mm-hmm. Yep, Kwame Brown, Bus Life. Welcome to HDI TV. Jack Sports with Jose Rodriguez, and I'm out. Thank y'all for the Cash App donations too. My Cash App is Carceno. I didn't even share that today, but thanks for the ones who did. Just hit up my Cash App. They just know from following me. Hopefully, all y'all new people subscribe. He said, insert any OVO member. They got a weird case. Why is he around? Giddy's got a weird case. Why is he around? Yeah, it was crazy last night.